So you want to learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the money nice than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
What is up, Two Bearded friends? So, obviously you know who we are. We have the lovely Kelly back on the show for the first time in a very long time. Excited
Fucking
to...
out the window, sir.
Wrong person, but she's the laugh one.
Yeah,
There it
was.
is.
Yeah, they're too close together. So.
Yeah, you have your own button. The Kelly laugh button. But I'm TBG_Ops guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
And our guest today is the one and only...
Kelly.
She is here to not only, shoot the shit with because she's one of our good friends, but she's going to talk about her friend's company, Story Pop. Very excited to get into that. We've talked a little bit about it on this show before, so you guys knew what you were into this week. But it's going to be a good time because I can't wait to hear more about it. And yes, I'm on my phone, but I'm trying to post the link to the thing on multiple things right now. It's fine.
Do the thing with the thing.
Do the thing on the thing.
The other thing.
I'm medicated today, but evidently it doesn't matter because I still can't think. It's going to be a good time. I do have a countdown on our Instagram story. If you still have not entered the giveaway, you have roughly 40 minutes to be able to enter. I have everything already in the random spin blah 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 thingy-mabob.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. So everybody who's already in is in that. If you do any of the bonus entries, I can just add you right in. If you haven't entered at all, I can add you right in. If you purchase something on our store right now, it will still count. If you join our Patreon right now, it will still count. You have about 40 minutes. That countdown is over. About 8 o'clock, as soon as we come back from the break, we will announce the winner. So... yes.
Big time. That's a good giveaway.
It's a really cool giveaway. If you don't realize how cool it is, check both of the posts. But between Big Pete's Seasonings, one of our shirts, Craft or Die Glass, we have all sorts of fun stuff on it.
Yeah.
So definitely worth getting into if you haven't. We have about 25 people, I think, in it. 33 total entries because some people have the bonus entries as well as their Patreon entries. So...
and I will do absolutely my best. If I have your address, it's going out tomorrow. If I don't have your address, you get it to me tonight, it's going out tomorrow.
so you'll get it by, New Year.
I'll do what I can. It's up to UPS and the Postal Service.
Well, I wasn't making fun of you. I was making fun of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Unless, we got to find out who he sends everything through because Craft or Die shit's...
oh, yeah, 100%.
When did we get that box, by the way? Was it today or Saturday?
I don't even know.
Then it probably today, if you didn't know. 'Cause it was on the kitchen counter.
Yeah,
or
it must
on the
have been
dining room
today.
table.
Must have been today.
Yeah. Either way, still pretty impressive since it dropped Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm
I
drinking
haven't
out
been
of
home
our...
since 7 o'clock this morning. Since 6:30 this morning, so...
that sounds about right. You went straight to the game from work?
yeah.
I figured.
Yeah. And I just got here.
Perfect timing, though.
You did, literally.
Yeah.
Punctual.
Matt, you got anything for us before we go into anticipated beer?
Yeah, a couple, actually. We got Sherry Danner, Mrs. Mama Danner.
What up, Mama
Mama
Dan?
Danner.
Got her on Facebook and YouTube. We got...
She heard there was a female guest, and she likes to talk to female guests about, female things.
No.
yeah, advice, some might say, in certain aspects of life.
No.
Kevin Atwell's on. What's up, buddy? Says, hey,
buddy.
guys. Brett says he wants it all. And what up to all my TBG peeps, you sexy beasts. And Tyler.
Brett technically has the most entries into the giveaway, by the way.
Did he just lose some?
So for those of you that are wanting more chances, I'd hop on those bonus entries.
God, that'd be nice, because if he won, then you just take the stuff.
I know.
I wouldn't even have
I promise. Kelly's going to see the random generator. She's the most honest human on the planet, so I won't cheat anybody.
She is. One time, I was just like, hey, Kelly, you just bought mop. What? I got to mop the entire place.
Distinctly.
I'm trying to get out of here.
God, that sounds like Kelly.
Joel Xavier just jumped on too. What's up, Russ? Says,
Russell.
hey, guys. Just ordered his second glass from Craft or Die. We just got a couple today.
Nice. Yep, we did get our
Yeah.
Christmas glass in.
And we also got Mark Combrink Hertz. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Says, happy holiday.
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday.
No. Matt, what's your anticipated beer, my man?
Did you go Elvis on that?
A little bit.
I can dig it. I'm gonna go with the barley wine, aged in a wine barrel.
Port barrel, yep. That's this one.
That's the answer.
Well, there's also Hoppin' Frog, John. So I mean,
I know, and then there's a dill pickle, and I mean Vorsteiner.
I mean,
I threw a lot of
picked
shit
one.
just to make you confused on what
But because it's a port barrel, I'm going the barley one.
yeah, I knew that would be the answer for you.
Yeah.
Kelly, what are you looking forward to?
Dill pickle sour.
No hesitation.
Nice. For me, it's gonna be the Hoppin' Frog. I'm pretty pumped to drink some Taurus, even if it is in the tiniest little freaking can known to mankind.
Yeah, but it's like 18% or something.
It's only 13 on that one.
Spoiler.
It sucks.
Yeah, that's really
It's
low for
weak
that.
shit.
That's a little one.
Weak shit.
Aw.
Every time I get a Hoppin' Frog beer, I just am constantly playing the Crazy Frog song in my head the whole time I'm drinking it. It just won't stop.
Crazy Frog song.
The Crazy Frog song?
Crazy
Come
Train?
on. The Crazy... Okay, alright. You guys did not grow up in millennial YouTube era.
No.
No, or
No.
I was like, are you talking about like
Maybe
the dead
now.
frog from Looney Tunes? The
Please,
hello, my
somebody-
baby.
I only know it because of where I used to work.
I need anyone in a comment to validate that the Crazy Frog song is a thing that's well known. Thank you. That's
I don't know what it is.
I mean, I'll be sure to find it so we can listen to it on the break because we'll probably get everything shut down if I play it. But
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Facebook
have no idea
shut
what
it
you're
down.
talking about.
also,
well-
Brett says I'm getting paid to watch. Good for you. We are not getting paid
He's
to
at
host.
work again.
Nice.
I love when Brett has nothing to do at work and just chills and watches our show.
Yeah.
Verizon, you need to pick up. Make him work more.
So for the record, Crazy Frog is the fourth hit on YouTube after Train, Ride, Bull. Then we get Crazy Frog.
Thank you.
Okay.
Might be a thing if it's that high on the hit
Crazy
list.
Train's number one.
Crazy Train's number one.
It's fair. It's at least half as good as Crazy Frog. So.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, short pours the rest of the night.
I hate everyone. So we have some really cool stuff that we'll be talking about today. Not only story pop,
Story time.
but Kelly did travel a lot recently, and it's all cool things that John and I are excited to hear about. So we'll ask some questions about that. Matt and I did an on location at Wooden Bear with some friends this weekend, and had a lot more fun than I think any of us anticipated. And so we'll talk about that. And then, of course, Matt and I just nerd out over vinyls and horror movies when we got back to his place. So it was a good time.
Nice.
Nice.
Time. Hello, bourbon in there too.
It was a good time. Good time. But since it's time to start, Matt, you got anything for us over there?
Quick jump into JT, just JT. I don't think Timberlake could be. Says, hello, what are we drinking? We're actually getting ready
Hi,
to crack our first one.
JT. I'm really hoping it's the JT. I think it is. All right.
He was on last time.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, it's,
Our first beer of the night is from Centerpoint Brewing, Indiana local. It is El Gato Mexican style lager. Finish my pours here. We are rocking some cool glassware as always. You'll be able to. I missed my pour evidently. It's a good way to start the night. 4.5% ABV. You'll see the can here on the Crafter Die can cam in just a second. I do love how brewed and canned by Centerpoint Brewing and collab with Square Cat Vinyl. So,
oh, that's cool.
rocking the multiple locals. Oh, fudge sickles.
What the hell was that?
I'm trying to practice not cussing since I'm going to start working with kids again.
So they can make fun of you?
I would rather that than, get fired for dropping as many F-bombs and everything else as I tend to do. So
Touché. JT says, yes, he is the same JT from last time, indeed.
that's who
So
I thought.
Timberlake. Okay, got it.
Thanks, J-Tim.
And Randy Moisner just jumped on.
Randy, long time no see,
Yeah, nice
bud.
little, hey, wanted to wish a happy, Merry Christmas and have a safe holiday. Know he has been watching for a while, been doing a lot of b-ball games. But say hi to the young lady, too. Later, maybe he's bouncing out. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks for popping in, Randy, and Merry Christmas to you and the family. I've known that family most of my life.
Yeah.
So sad for them.
I do feel bad for them. I used to
That's a
bowl in
rough break, right?
I used to bowl in a league with his daughter. We bowled together for a few years. I've known that family though, but they knew my parents, so I basically grew up knowing them.
There's so many comments, and I don't know Randy that well.
I know.
You can't offend him. You're fine.
Yeah, he already left.
Even if he was watching, you
My
can't
mind
offend
definitely
him.
went in the gutter, though.
Yep. That's a tough name to grow up with, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can't offend Randy. You're good.
Now, am I crazy? Is there also El Gato from Windmill too? I thought they had, like, that was the name of their Mexican lager, too, or did I get them crossed?
I don't remember. Probably.
It's beer.
Hey, it tastes like the record shop smells. Maybe that's the crossover.
I don't like the nose on the beer at all. That has a vomity smell to me.
Oh, delightful.
I'm not getting anything like that.
I'm not getting that either.
My nose is. The taste is okay. It's a Mexican lager. You're not going to get fancy with it. I would like a little salt and a little lime to make it actually have some flavor.
Seems like it's slightly heavier than a lot of light Mexican lagers should be.
I don't like the flavor that well. What little there is. And I definitely don't like the nose. The nose was killing me.
Second drink's definitely better than the first one. That one just kind of hit me a little weird, but
I big gulped the last one just to get rid of it.
not in love with it.
Yeah, you're struggling with it.
We also got Sherry says, "Hi, Randy," like 2 spaces.
Just so you guys know, we do score on Untapped. So our scores are basically out of the Untapped quarter increment scales. So, 1.25, 3.25, all that good stuff. 3 is a perfectly average score. Perfectly average beer is a 3. Above a 3, above average. Shocker. 4 or higher is going to be that seek out level where no matter where this is located, I'm going to try to find it. 4, 7, 5, and 5, that jingles your tingles and all that kind of stuff. So, under 3, that 2 to 3, still very drinkable. Maybe what's on the can's not in the can, but still drinkable, solid, just not quite average. Under 2, that 1 to 2 is now you're getting into not great beer, but I paid for this. Somebody gave it to me. That one, we've all had that buddy buy you a beer. Man, I love this beer. Try it. And you take a drink, you're like, yeah. Thanks for buying this beer for me. You finish it, but you don't like to. Under a 1 is the definition of drain pour. That is absolutely shit beer. Absolutely shit beer. You're getting rid of it. That's drain pour quality. But on this show, our mamas didn't raise no bitch, and they're sober kids in Africa, so nothing goes down the drain on the show. But other than that, that's kind of the way it works. That is our scoring system. If you have any questions or miss a beer score, look at our Untapped. You'll see everything we've ever scored, and you'll see them as we go tonight.
I also learned from our movie of the week this week that there's hungry people in China, too.
Movie's so bad.
It is so great.
I realize
it's worse than Elf, and I hate Elf.
We figured out why Tyler doesn't like this movie. We'll get into it in...
It's going to be a great conversation later. A Christmas story.
I can't get past that you hate Elf.
Oh, I can't stand Elf. Part of it's because I watched it 8 billion times when I worked at the Autism Center.
That's fair.
I can understand that, like just getting beat down.
It went from like a movie I couldn't have cared less about to I now wish it was never made and it can burn in hell. It's kind of where Elf ended. But
that's very strong opinion.
Problem is, this one, A Christmas Story, has literally always been there. So I hadn't watched it in years. Thought I'd go in. I was like, maybe it was just younger me didn't like it. I tried to go in with an open mind.
This is gonna be fun.
Tried to go in with an open mind.
I
had to watch it in segments. I couldn't get through it. Had to stop, take a break for an hour, come back and try to finish it. So
I'm gonna want to record this movie review, and they're gonna want to listen to it.
Well, we do record our movie reviews,
I know,
and they go on our podcast.
I know.
Wherever you listen to podcasts, Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews.
So make sure that they have to listen.
It just made me laugh the way you said it. It was like, oh, we do.
I had to
segue. This beer this time.
Segue?
Matt or John, anybody have anything on this? So
I don't get the horrible part that you're getting. It's kind of fairly average. I'm going to go 2.75 though. I think something about it's not quite as light as maybe I would want from it, but it's nitpicking. So it's a 2.75 for me.
Kelly,
I am also going to go 2.75. I feel like it is just fine.
I'm going to go 2.5, but it does average out to a 2.75. So that is obviously what it'll be. Matt, not that you count, but unlike what Kelly normally says about you, you do still matter. What would be the score you would give it?
Thank you, Tyler.
No problem.
I'm gonna go 2.5. I'm actually gonna agree with you. Hurts to say, but
It's just because you said he matters.
no, I was.
So again, Kelly's doubling down on Matt doesn't matter. That's what I just heard.
That's what I just heard.
I was really thinking 2.75, but then I'm getting like some like bad burps out of this. I'm like already off beer 1. That's not a good sign. Like, so just something on that's not sitting right with me. Couple quick comments though. Mrs. Danner, Mama Sherry says, "Talk to you later, guys. Got to go work on Christmas." So
She's lying so hard. She's not gonna do shit.
or she can keep watching. Who knows? And Brett says, "Speaking of Christmas, happy Christmas, mother bitches. Forgot you were not on next week, nor the week after, most likely."
Nope. There will be a post go live next week, just to remind everybody. But we will not be on. Actually, I'll go live this week. We'll not be on Christmas. Shocker. We're not doing a show on the 25th, and we're not going to do on New Year's Day either. So
National Hangover Day. We're
Tyler's
sure to
going
use
to be
that.
dying. My buddy Mooch is getting married the night before. We're literally ringing in the new year at his wedding reception.
Awesome.
I'm probably not going to be coherent until the 2nd.
Wait, they're not getting married at midnight?
No, we're going to be partying then.
Yeah, no, then what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Sorry, Mooch, but...
If you're going to get married on New Year's Eve, you may as well
No, the point is
say
to
the
bring
vows. You may as well kiss the bride at fucking midnight.
Right?
No,
I
because
thought-
then somebody's going to they're never going to remember which day it is on their actual wedding date.
Yeah.
Their anniversary would be like, I don't fucking know. It's sometime around this.
midnight starts the next day.
Then you have a 2-day anniversary. Seems like a win-win.
They take enough vacations. It's fine.
Yeah.
Russ says he'll be on the air because he has dedication.
Yep, we're taking a fucking break.
And Brett also says, "John, you did not miss out taking a nap. The tickets were all gone in 3 minutes after they were available." I'm not sure what tickets
I'm not.
those were
He
for.
tried to call me and text me, and
Colts game tickets.
is that what it was?
Verizon was giving away free tickets if you claimed them online.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't call him and tell him. Brett said he tried when you didn't respond. I was like, then I'm not going to try. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I couldn't care less about the Colts, so...
You Browns couldn't lose, though, could they?
Damn
Fuck.
straight. We got to keep the
damn it.
playoff spot, baby. All right, so, Kelly, main thing you wanted to come on was to rep your friend's company right now. So, tell us give us a little tease on what Story Pop is, kind of give us the basics, and then we'll dive a little deeper here a little bit later.
Yeah, for sure. So Story Pop is kind of like a murder mystery dinner on steroids, but it's all done through an app. So my friends have made this really awesome app that's like kind of role-playing theme parties. So there's like lots of different tiers. There's different levels, but basically, wow, I'm like just botching this.
You're doing great.
No, you're doing
Yeah.
great. I just
Doing great.
Killing
I just
it.
did the Kelly laugh for you saying role playing.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We're starting over. I wasn't prepared to talk about it this early. I thought I had at least like 3 beers before I had to start.
This is just a
I was,
tease.
I was trying to have you do the basics while
Yeah.
you were sober, so then you could have the fun parts while you were a little more inebriated. Was the goal?
Basically, think like murder mystery dinner party, but everything is done through the app, so the host doesn't have to like know everybody's roles and assign things, and they can actually fully participate and play and be part of the story and the mystery without having to have everything spoiled by being the person that's like administering it all. And we incorporate all of the aspects of like party planning and like sending me invites and communication and all that. And it is a super fun way to just like hang out with friends, connect, have a fun little like social deduction game, a whodunit style party, and yeah, it's super fun. We can get more into it later, but
My app. That sounds pretty good.
I just downloaded it.
Yeah. I would just like to know, though, since you said murder mystery on steroids, like, is there like a WWE themed murder mystery? Like,
Oh,
there
can
might
we
be
make that?
some-
everyone dresses up like Macho Man, brother.
maybe.
Right.
He's down in the middle of the ring. He's not
I
getting
mean,
back up.
The Undertaker's got to be in it, too, right?
I'm just
But
like
it's a
taking,
murder mystery. And Paul Bearer?
Yeah, has
taking
to.
notes of all these ideas, and if you see them pop up in a future story,
You're not getting credit.
We're good idea people.
We have a lot of ideas.
Yeah, it's just getting them
Most
done.
of them aren't good, but we have ideas.
It's your job to sift through it.
they're all gold so far. So
Well, ideas are like beers. You got to have bad ones to see the good ones, too, right?
Exactly.
We just have a lot of bad ones when it comes to ideas. All right, our next beer is by Warsteiner. This is their German Pilsner. It's a premium beer. 4.8% ABV. Lovely product of Germany.
It smells very German.
oh wait, when did you pour that?
While you were talking.
Oh great.
That's how you keep things moving.
This is the first little mini keg I've ever purchased.
Is it really?
Really?
It's a good mini cake purchase.
And then I traded half that keg for like a chance to see some tits, but it's okay.
Chance?
It sounds like the most high school
I
college
did actually.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds like the most high school college thing
It
I've
was.
ever heard. Yeah.
it was.
That is just a clean beer. No off smell, unlike that nastiness a minute ago.
Nope. Just
The only thing I will say,
kind of
and
sweet malt.
something that always throws me off, is German pills tend to have a little less hot bite than a lot of American pills.
Yep.
German pills tend to lean more on that lager, pillowy side, and it always makes me laugh when I take a drink because I'm like, pills. Wait, hold on, German Pilsner.
Definitely leans into that malty sweetness a little bit more. But
There is a drying astringency from the hops and stuff, but it's just not. A lot of American Pilsners will actually give you that little bit of like hot bite.
you get that big gulp that's there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
tasty, clean. What do you think, Kelly?
It's a Forsteiner.
I like it. I'm not a big Pilsner person, but I do like German Pilsners for the reasons that you said, because I don't like hoppy stuff, so.
She was really excited when she realized there was not a single IPA
Oh yeah,
on
this
the
is
list
like
today.
the perfect lineup.
Wonderful.
Dark and
Yes.
There's malty and there's a sour in the middle, and it made her happy.
I mean, it's
so.
a pickle sour. Come on. It's
Hopefully
almost
it's
like
good.
you like picked it a good lineup for me specifically or something. Like you knew I was going to be on here.
Yeah.
I did lean maltier because you were going to be on here, but other than that, no, the rest was just a happy
Just
accident.
let me think that you did something nice for me, okay? just take it.
Why would I want you to do that?
Yeah, Tyler be nice. That's not him.
I prefer people to think I'm an asshole.
Stephen Fox just jumped down. What's up, Silver?
Tyler, just take it.
Ha! No. No means no. There's the beer page I was looking for. Things are not... Well, my brain, it's working about as well as Kelly's, evidently, because I just can't function today.
We just
It's-
split one Adderall down the middle this morning. And we're both functioning on half of the brain. It's fine.
That's funny. I like that. I like
I'm trying to
that.
get the prescription refilled, but you're not quite there yet.
Nah, I still got a few left. Mostly because I kept missing days there for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't take any last week.
Well, you also were down for the
sick.
count last
Yeah,
week.
you
yeah.
also were barely awake last week.
If I take Adderall with like cold meds, that's bad.
I can see that.
Again, solid beer, clean, like any good German brewery. It is just simple. It is clean, no adjuncts. Just it's beer flavored beer.
Yeah.
So, Kelly, you're first to score this one.
I'm going to say 3.25.
I'm gonna go a little higher. I really like Warstein. I can't speak. I'm done. I like this style of German Pilsner a lot. I'm gonna go just a little bit higher and give it a 3.5.
Had to one up me.
Well, yeah, I went down earlier, so now I go up.
That's fair.
We even out.
This is a classic 3.5 for me. Fantastic beer. It's not necessarily going to be my first choice, but if it's that and a bunch of things I haven't heard of, I'll probably go with the Forsteiner.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be mad if somebody walks in and goes, "Hey man, here's the beer I brought for the party." I'm gonna be like, "I like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You make me happy." Matt, what would you give it?
Hey, Will's gonna flash back to Tropic Thunder. 3.25. I'm going Kelly this time. See, spreading the love.
Matt's just purposely not choosing the average today, just to pretend that that's what he normally does.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's beer flavored beer. It never impresses me that much. It's well done, so it's above average. But it's not like, oh man, it's
just
so
heard
great.
Shania.
I did
Plain.
too. Also, yep. Immediately.
Don't impress me. Sorry.
I wondered if there was a Shania soundbite on the little.
Oh, I wish.
There's not, because that would probably
That-
get our stream stopped.
No, it'd be short enough. It should work.
I bet
If I had a nickel.
I bet that would work.
Impress me. That would be a fun fucking
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It can just be
Little half
Matt
second.
singing that so that you don't get.
Oh yeah, they'll never
revoked.
match that up.
No. They'll think it's Elvis.
Don't improve.
All right.
Yeah. Punk Uncle
Kelly,
Love.
so a little bit of your trip you guys just got back from.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We were in Australia and New Zealand
That
for
was the wrong
about.
answer.
They are different places?
Yes.
It's a Middle Earth.
Well, yeah. Okay. Also,
That's the answer I
Middle
thought she was going to
I
say, to be
know.
honest.
Earth. I'm sorry. I failed
Waiting
you.
this entire time to hear that answer.
Middle Earth.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were there for like 3.5 weeks, kind of split down the middle. So yeah, we did like 2 or 3 nights in a bunch of different cities. Went to Melbourne, Sydney, Cairns, the Whitsundays, and then hopped over to New Zealand and saw Queenstown, which is like the most amazing place in the entire world, and Rotorua, Matamata, Auckland, Waiheke Island. Yeah, that's great.
Hobbitown.
Hobbiton. Yes, did go to Hobbiton.
Did you go to Mordor?
Yeah.
I heard you could just walk in.
Yeah. The number of times I made that joke, I think everybody was just so done with me by the time it was done. We went to hike like the trail that's like Mount Doom, like it's where it was filmed and stuff, and hike up like the volcano that is Mount Doom.
I love it.
And we're like walking up with this group because we did a guided hike, and I was like, oh, so we can simply walk into Mordor? And everyone's just like...
And then Kelly got thrown in the volcano.
See, if I was with Kelly, I would have like laughed every time. Like I'm that level with this stuff. So
See, I would have laughed the first 7 times, but knowing Kelly, it was said 32.
yeah.
It was like an 8-hour hike. 32 is pretty modest, honestly.
I didn't know where she's going.
I'd have went
that
from
math really
on
overshot
Kelly's
my
side.
bit.
I would have went from on Kelly's side, like, that's great, to throw her in. Throw her in.
Is it time for another sacrifice?
It was really amazing. Yeah.
Just a reminder, guys, you got about 20 minutes still if you want to get your bonus entries into our giveaway, or if you haven't entered at all to do the basic entry, you can find that pinned at the top of our Instagram and to our Facebook. So, again, you got about 20 minutes. Trust me, it's a great fucking giveaway. The post is on there. It shows you everything that's there. Enter, enter, enter.
Brett's recommending a not half bad button, but I thought that'd steal your thunder from whenever you want to break it out.
I haven't broken out in a while either.
Haven't.
I already asked about the trip. What was I about to say? There was something else I had in my head. And, I fucking give up. Next beer. So,
Let's roll.
our next beer is from the great state, and by great, I mean it's from Illinois, so it's better than Ohio. Distill Brewery Dill Pickle Sour Beer.
I-O.
Made with Sucker Punch pickle brine. I do love the logo. It's fantastic. The tart, citrusy flavors of a distilled Gosa ale combine with the unmistakable, zesty, garlicky flavor of a Sucker Punch dill pickle to create a uniquely delicious knockout flavor experience. 5.2% ABV.
So Kelly, why is a Goza the best sour beer?
It's not, but...
Why?
No, it's not.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that a
that
dad
did sound
joke?
like a joke setup.
Come on, I wanted a dad joke.
If he could have made a dad joke
Yeah.
out of Gosa beer, I'd have been pretty impressed.
I was ready for it.
I was just expecting you to agree with me. And
Well,
be like,
nobody
"Oh,
likes-
that's amazing."
Listen, here's my thing with sours, because I love sour beers, and then I feel like they have gotten really, really popular in the last, like, I don't know what, 4 or 5 years especially.
Because they did
But
weird stuff to them.
they just like throw tart fruit into things.
I don't know
call
what
it
my
a
issue is
sour,
today.
Right.
and I hate that. Like, I want like a vinegary sour when I want a sour beer. I want like the kombucha vinegary like
She's probably
kind
in the
of
farmhouse.
bite back
Saison.
there. Yeah, I do love a saison, but
You like foot beer?
Oh, I smell the
mean-
pickle.
Oh, God, this is pungent pickle. This is sucker punching me. Is that a style of
You ever
pickle or a
had Sucker
particular
Punch
brand,
pickles?
Sucker Punch?
It's a brand. I've never had Sucker Punch
Never
pickles.
have either.
No. But it is a brand. I have heard of them. I've just never had them.
it is strong.
That is
Yeah.
pickle.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Okay.
I'm drinking pickle juice and it's amazing.
Woo! That is tart pickle juice.
I actually want more pickle. This is really good.
Go fuck yourself, Couch.
I enjoy it.
There's
a
no
lot.
beer in this.
I got heated for a second. Jesus.
Whew.
That is pickle juice.
I enjoy that.
Oh.
It tastes like something else that's like a pickle flavored snack. Like, it tastes a lot like a lot of pickle flavored snacks, but like specifically one that I can't place, and I'm like trying to think of what one it is.
I don't know very many pickle snacks, so...
all
I know,
the
like dill
pickle
pickle
snacks.
potato chips. That's.
What is it?
Ooh. I've heard of dill pickle chips, and that's about the snack basis, other than just eating pickles.
Fried pickles, those are good.
That's not a snack. It's an appetizer.
I mean, what's really the difference at that point?
It might be
You gotta cook
the
'em.
sunflower seeds.
All right, touche.
Yeah.
Dill pickle seeds, I do eat a lot of those.
I don't know.
Brett asks, how close did you smell the pickle, Tyler?
No, I don't get seeds on that. Because I eat a lot of the dill pickle seeds.
This is just so much pickle.
Matt is suffering.
I know, and it's amazing.
I like pickle to a point, but this is like pickle!
I think this is my favorite beer just for Matt's despair.
Best part of having Kelly on is how much shit she gives Matt the entire time.
It's only because I can't see his face, so it's the only time I have the courage to be mean to anybody.
I don't know.
We can fix that.
You were mean to him straight to his face at the bar back in the day. So.
No, never me.
Oh, Brett's suggesting a new Tyler nickname, pickle flavored snack.
Okay. That's why we can't have nice things, Brett. Gotta make it weird.
Your brother's calling you pickle flavored snack.
Ooh.
Hey, you know, he's called me worse. I mean, I'd love to say he hadn't, but dill, pickle. Sorry, I'm looking this up.
I'd drink it again. I'd brine chicken in it. I did everything I would do with the Martin House. I like the Martin House just slightly better. This is fucking good though.
This is more pickle than the Martin House.
I kind of wish I had like a 6-pack of these for when I go to brine my turkey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I picked up today because I forgot about it. It's fine. It's got plenty of time to thaw. It's got a week. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
4 pounds a day.
I got a little nervous for a hot second when I did the I gotta get ready. I gotta pick up a couple things for this, to brine it, da-da-da-da-da. Oh shit. I gotta get the actual fucking turkey first.
Yeah.
All right, hot take. Christmas, you get a turkey or you get a ham?
Both at my house.
Good for you.
Doing prime rib.
We did prime rib always.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like an upgrade. Didn't know that was an option.
Done Cornish hens before.
Did what?
Cornish hens?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you said pork shins. You know, I was
Yeah,
like,
pork shins.
literally what?
It's the
part of-
crispiest part of the pig.
Got them porny hens. It's fine.
Yeah.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
have a set Christmas dinner.
There's chicken. There's turkey and ham at my Thanksgiving and Christmas both every year. Thanksgiving's the one where it depends on where we're at if there's a turkey, but for the most part there's always a turkey there too. Usually made by my aunt, not that good. But we had Thanksgiving at my brother's this year, and his wife made a fucking amazing turkey, and I was very happy with that. I'll be making the Christmas turkey again this year. I was basically told that's now a thing, is it's Tyler's job to make the fucking turkey. I made it 1 year, tried to spoil everybody making a nice turkey. Now I'm just the turkey
Now
guy.
it's your
It's
job.
fine. Yeah.
That was a total wine purchase.
Was it really?
Was it?
Well, it's a sour beer. It's not like they could make it, put it on the shelf and ruin it too easy.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm saying if you want a 6-pack.
I was there today. I didn't see it, but I'll look.
Yeah.
And the Midwestern West Coaster says they do halibut and king crab.
Okay.
Oh, it must be Russell. I was like,
Must be over.
Yep.
what the fuck? Who the hell does...
You
I mean, I want that, but who the fuck does that?
it's king crab now under $75.
Tilly. That's rough.
So
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive. All right. So, got another question for you. First off, we're scoring this, and I'm going to go... Honestly, I really liked it. It's not seek out. I will never seek out a dill pickle beer, but 3.75 for me.
I would seek out a dill pickle beer. But there's one I'd go over this one. So this is a 3.75.
Kelly?
I'm gonna say 4. That was a solid beer.
Kelly's like, motherfuckers, I'm going to go buy this tonight. It's fine. Matt's dropping me off at Total Wine on the way
Total
home.
wine. Yep.
It was really good, and I don't know if the actual sour beer had the vinegariness or if it's because of the added pickle juice, but it had the I want the vinegar in my sour.
It had that vinegar bite that you wanted.
Yeah.
I don't want to give this one up.
Oh no.
Oh, Bloody Mary. Ah, she's out.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Tomato? No. What? Who was like, let's drink the juice of a tomato? Who was like, this is a good idea? No. All of you wrong. Just no.
Love Bloody Marys.
No.
Yeah.
Especially when John and I
I
got to
mean,
make
you
them.
like spaghetti.
I don't like spaghetti.
Hey, you guys make a
You
good
like
BM.
you pasta sauce at all?
I don't do red sauce.
What?
See, that's not an us problem.
That, okay, conceptually, I don't like red sauce, but I accept it as a thing that should exist. But whoever was like, let's chill this and drink it as a beverage, when they
Was a
created
genius.
No, it's wrong. No.
All right, so on a subject that she's not going to yell at us for, with Story Pop, you mentioned that, there's these big party kind of things, like the murder mystery type stuff. What else? Is there anything else that's going to be, or is it just like, if I don't only do murder mystery type stuff, well, is there any other things in it that would make someone interested?
Yeah. So, two-part answer. We've got a lot of different stories that are going to be available. So right now it's in beta testing, and they've built out 3 different stories that are available right now. So kind of the classic like murder mystery dinner set in like the 60s, kind of suave dinner party vibe. That's the easiest of the 3 that they have currently, and that is more of a linear story. So the result is the same. The same person is getting murdered no matter what. It's more just a matter of like, can you ask the right questions and guess who it is? Who gets it right, who doesn't, did they get away with it, kind of thing. And then the next step up from that is a pirate story that they have right now. It's called Hidden Treasure.
I want to do that one.
That is my favorite so far. It's a lot more open-ended. So depending on how people play their parts, how they answer certain questions, how they interact with other players, there's like, I don't know, hundreds of different endings. And you'll find out like who sailed on which ships, and did you sink and die in the ocean or get murdered while you were trying to find the treasure. So it's
Matt.
like, yeah,
I believe it's called Booty. Trying to find the booty.
sure, yep. And then there's like stories that get a lot more complex. So if you're really into a lot of like strategy and really want to go full bore, there's a zombie apocalypse style story right now. So it's called Survivor's Crucible, and it's like you're trapped in a building with a bunch of survivors, and the building's getting surrounded, and you guys have to figure out, are you going to make it through the night, basically. And there's a lot of different decisions and things there that are like dynamic and impact other parts of the story. So there's like tons of different ways it can turn out. And then eventually we're going to be adding more like kind of sitting around with your friends, 4 or 5, 6 people, and let's just like stick our names in the app and play more of a choose your own adventure style story. So, long term there'll be like some mini games and things like that. But right now it's kind of just different calibers of that social deduction mystery style game.
So if I ask a question, likely you can answer it yay or nay.
Probably.
Okay. So download the app. I go in here. I create an account. And I go to the library. I don't have any stories yet. I want to host a party. So then I have to go and I have to enter in like my name and birthday and when I want to host the party. So how's that like? Why is that? And is this like just a in beta sort of thing or okay?
Yeah. So right now it's just in beta. So if you need to host a New Year's party, great opportunity to test it out. But they're looking. Well,
You're
just
gonna be
have
wed.
Mooch do his whole wedding as a giant murder
Story
mystery.
Pop 30.
That
Would
sounds
be the
kinda
greatest
fun.
beta. Like, Kelly'd be like, I'm coming and taking all the pictures.
But it's in beta right now, so you have to request access, and then they'll kind of walk you through, like, this is how it goes, and then they just ask that you provide feedback as somebody that's played through it afterwards.
Cool.
And then after they get a few more people to beta test it, hopefully they'll have some more stories to go, and awesome. It'll be generally available, but yeah.
We need to do, let's see, how many weekends in the year?
A TBGU murder
Roughly
mystery.
52.
I was like, how
we
many
have
free-
17 booked
Some might say
already.
exactly.
Well, we got 2/3 of the weekend still left to book something.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have not just continued to, book our year.
we
So now we're down to
have
half.
Listen, I tried to get all of you to come to a party when I was beta testing it.
I was at baseball.
But I worded it apparently in a weird way, and Chris Ream thought that I had joined an MLM and wanted to sell him something, and so everyone ignored the message.
I text you back. I told you I was at baseball.
That's funny.
That's also the greatest thing ever, but
So we can try again.
That's hilarious. Brett says he would do just about, or he would do that just for the halibut, he says, so I think he'd be on board for the halibut plan. And Jules Xavier says, not a lot of turkey in hand where he grew up in Alaska. Got to keep it tradition now.
that's fair.
yeah.
Our next beer is from Bellhaven Brewery, a very young, new brewery. It's only been around since 1719. This is a Scottish ale, rich, nutty, smooth. For any of you that were listening while I opened that lovely thing up, there's definitely a nitro tab to it.
Yep.
Fucking hell. Belhaven, or Beautiful Bay, nestles among the rolling barley fields of Scotland's beautiful east coast. For 300 years, we have brewed in this place. That's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
Using only the finest ingredients. Continuing that long tradition, our signature Scottish ale is brewed from 100% Scottish pale and crystal barley malts for a nutty biscuit character. Balanced and subtle, with great spiciness from Challenger and Golding's hops for an all-around satisfying ale. This can contains the widget, blah, 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 blah. Do not tamper. No shit.
Just smelling this thing before I even drink it, it smells like caramel to me. Like, just like rich, sweet.
I like Belhaven.
I've never had it.
I think this is my first time trying.
I like the hint of pickle on the end. Anybody else get that?
Matt evidently didn't rinse your
I'm just
glass
kidding.
very well.
No, he didn't.
Leave it to Matt to screw it up.
Definitely get a little bit of that grain spiciness without being overwhelming.
I just keep looking at the glass.
I figured you'd
Our
like that
craft or
glass.
die glasses?
Yeah.
She's rocking the Halloween from, not this year, but last year. The Fred versus the Evil Dead glass. I'll put our newest glass on there
The new
next.
Christmas glass.
Yeah. One of two. We won't show the surprise one, though. Not ruining that.
No, I'm not supposed. We're not supposed to show that till Wednesday, at the earliest.
Okay.
Here is the newest Christmas, in quotations, glass, as it's Die Hard, which is not a Christmas movie, but
I mean, it's on the glass.
Why
and
did
it's
I
the
think
Christmas
it was
glass.
Jingle All the Way?
see, now that is a Christmas movie.
No. Turbo Man.
It was like at the point that it rotated, I kind of just saw like the head and shoulders, and I was like, "That's Arnold Schwarzenegger."
Really Christmas
It's not.
elements.
It's definitely Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I see that now.
I'll just depend on the angle, just the part you see. I get it.
It's
I'm
fine.
glad somebody does.
I've only seen Die Hard once. I watched it for the first time, I think, last year.
Did they normally show it on spaghetti night or what?
No, I just haven't seen a lot of Christmas movies. I don't know.
It's not a Christmas
See?
movie.
Nailed it. Boom. She's only seen it once and
It's a
she knows
Christmas
it.
movie.
It's an action movie
It's a Christmas
that just happens to be around the Christmas time.
You know what solidifies it as a Christmas movie? Because so was Die Hard 2.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, if you did it twice, it's definitely
my
Christmas
God.
movies.
I do like the sweetness without being overly sweet. Nice little grain spiciness.
It's got a nice consistency with that nitro there. Nice
Yeah,
little
the mouth feels very smooth.
creamy.
Oh, it's kind of. I don't even know what I want to say. That's kind of. It's not like outstanding by any means, but I think it's just neat and clean, and it's 300-year-old beer. That's kind of good.
Well, this beer is not 300 years. That'd be
No, it's
The
that
recipe.
specifically.
if that beer was still 300. Like if that was still tasted like that after 300 years.
Then that'd be.
They had
different.
widgets back then?
I'm just
pretty
surprised
impressed.
at their canning technology 300 years
Oh,
ago.
they were smart.
How?
They were very ahead of the curve. Nobody believed in them, but they hung
random
around.
Yep. Very innovative.
I like it. It's very smooth, very creamy, very rich, without being like sweet. It's that richness from the mouthfeel and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I like Belhaven, though I've had a few beers by them.
I go first on this one.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to go 3.5. I think it's very good.
Kelly?
Me.
No,
I always
it's
need to
Matt.
be called on every time. I forget that I don't know the order. But yeah, it's a lot to keep track of, John.
It always goes to the left, like cards.
Cards go to the left? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's because it's like just following the pickle beer that was like a very distinct flavor, obviously, but it just feels a little like flat to me on the flavor profile. Like it's fine, it's not bad. It's just kind of like meh. I'm gonna say 3.
I'm going to give it a 3.5 as well. That will make it a 3.25 average, I believe. Yeah, 3.25 average. Matt, not that you count, but what would you give it?
3.5. It's definitely interesting, unique, different. I like it. I don't love it. Like it's not search out, but I think it's really cool. It's definitely something I'm happy we got to try. Thank you for whoever brought that.
Matt,
Total one.
John bought that one the other day.
We needed beer and not stouts.
Yeah, we still have plenty of those, and I'm burning through them, and we still have
Give
plenty
me
of
the
those.
stouts.
Oh, I mean, don't get us wrong. We love our stouts.
Oh, yeah.
But you can only drink so many, like, 14% beers and
Can we?
expect our guests to be able to go home.
Oh, that part, yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. So
that's been a not too bad front half. I'm gonna double check real quick, see if anybody's
I
added.
think anybody has.
I didn't see any notifications, but that doesn't mean anything because it's just life, and who knows. Does not appear like anybody else hopped in. I'm going to double check. I think the timer just ended right then. So
Nice.
it is over. You cannot enter again. We will. The only thing we'll let you do is if you do enter on Patreon, I will accept that. If before we announce it when we come back from break, you can join our Patreon and get that one in. But other than that, every other way to enter is done, over with. But we're whores for money, so I'll let you join the Patreon.
I think if you're a whore for not money, it's just a lifestyle choice.
that too. So it's just a lifestyle.
Yeah, but it's legal that way.
It's also true.
Kelly's wondering why she came back on the show. We'll be right back, guys. Great first half. We're excited for the next 3 beers. You know who we are. We'll be right back.
Yay.
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and awesome hats. Bearded guys. Oh yes they are two bearded guys. Oh yes they are two bearded guys. Oh yes they are two bearded guys.
I wasn't sure. Tommy only told me 30 times right there.
Yeah.
Two bearded guys.
How many? 3?
How many bearded guys? Is it 4? 6? 9?
We gonna spin the wheel?
I guess.
All right, real quick, just because someone commented, Rob Gibbons commented while we're at break, actually, says, y'all look like you don't like your stouts. And he's seen us whore for beer, can't unsee it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Speaking of, it is time to do our giveaway. I'm going to tap. The honest person in the room is going to tell us who the winner is. Oh, it even has some sound. That's kind of
If you move my glass, we can kind of see it.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
Oh, that's so weird. It's Kelly Kaufman. Oh my god.
And the winner is Brett Pittsford with one of his 4 entries due to all the Patreon and yada, yada, yada.
It's just odds, man.
Due to all his support.
That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit.
Congrats.
Congrats, Brett. I know you're definitely not going to be upset about that in any stretch.
It's all the good juju he put out every episode. He says, I want all that every time we've been on the air. So, it's positive affirmations. You put it out there, it will come back to you. It's like that with the bird in the cage or something.
Yeah. It's also just
Just
because
keep talking. It sounds great.
John just was willing into the universe that he didn't want to have to deal with postage.
Yeah. It's really a big win for a lot of people here.
Did you see where it
Except for
landed
Tyler.
to? Look how close it was to the one right next to it.
So it's either Brett or Steph.
And you know what's even funnier? I just
Either
realized...
your brother or my wife.
And the best part is, when I was looking here, I just realized I accidentally only gave Steph 1 entry instead of 2, and it still ended
Still
up almost
almost
on her.
we got to respin now.
Nah, too late.
Oh, Brett's watching it. Woohoo! We got it all, he says.
And Kelly can see there is a whole lot of names. It is not just Brett.
And Steph.
Yeah, it's Brett 1, Brett 2, Brett 12, Brett 15. No, I'm just kidding.
There is Brett 1 through 4. Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
All right. Congrats, Brett. I know you're definitely not going to be upset about that. Unfortunately, it's the least cooking person that could possibly buy, so he's going to get seasonings he'll never use. Maybe his wife will.
Is that why Rob asked if we smell burnt toast?
I don't know. Brett is trying to cook a little more. He made mess for his family the other day. He was pretty excited with how it turned out.
Made what?
It's called mess in our family, but it's sausage, potato, carrots, water chestnuts, and pimentos. And green beans.
You really rattled that off very quickly for me to try to process all that.
Yeah.
Like sausage, like smoked sausage. Sausage, potatoes, green beans, I said carrots.
Okay, and then you stop there. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, green beans, water chestnuts, and pimentos.
Water
And
chestnuts
mushrooms.
are gross. So are
There's
mushrooms.
a few auxiliary ingredients there
That are all amazing and make it better.
No.
Yeah.
unnecessary.
No. We gotta have the water chestnuts to have a little crisp. Gives you that texture you need.
Oh, Rob said he missed the first half because he was making a cottage pie from scratch. I'm unfamiliar with cottage.
Cheese?
It's like a small house in the countryside.
Well, a cottage pie. Like, is it the
okay.
shape of a house or like?
That's where my knowledge.
Yeah, like,
stops.
I'm familiar with shepherd's pie.
Best part is, because it was Matt, Kelly had to have a smart ass comment.
Yeah. She can't see him, so.
She could not let that slide without giving Matt some sort of shit.
If it makes you feel better, if it makes you feel better, you can just like text me in the middle of the day randomly. It's like fuck, whatever like random stuff comes to your head, like because you're not seeing anybody.
Anytime I'm sick of being nice, I feel the need to verbally abuse somebody. I'll just be like, Matt.
That's my role in life. I get
My
it.
favorite, she'll do like recordings, audio, like just
Yeah.
talking to phone, but be the audio recording. Matt, seriously, I need you to stop sucking. So, like,
Although I do have a higher expectation level for execution than that, though.
Sure. It's Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, you have some pretty good zingers tonight.
They'll
So.
be clever, but they'll be hurtful.
Just like Ricky Gervais. Okay.
Can you just share these with us when you get them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
I expect everyone to be a new button on the soundboard.
Perfect.
Rob said a cottage pie is shepherd's pie, but with beef instead of lamb. Okay.
Okay.
So I could get
I
on
don't
that.
think I realized that shepherd's pie was specifically lamb.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. That's a good observation.
I think I'd heard that, but can't like confirm or deny. Like if it was one of those things that when it was said, it was like, oh, I knew that, but also it might just be my brain going, you might have, you might not.
And Gibbons is also backing the Rip Matt train. He says Kelly cajole harder, he still sucks. So
That is dark.
woo,
Yeah, let's go. Just like Matt's soul.
Yep, I have no, I don't have that. That's gone a long time ago.
Because Kelly rips it out every time he talks to her.
That's his
I
heart.
was gonna say tangentially, I like your shirt, Kelly. Like I agree, I identify with that shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I send way too many emails a day not to be there.
It's my Monday shirt.
That's funny.
I like that.
There's another one I saw that was like, karate guy doing like, per my last email, like, and I was like, yes, that's a life.
All right, our next beer is Hoppin' Frog.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Taurus the Tyrant, Rocky Mountain Barrel Aged, 13.8%. Triple Oatmeal Russian Imperial Stout, aged in whiskey barrels.
It's bad
No
times
fun shit on it other than that.
that I'm still let down. It's only 13%. Like that's pretty low for Hoppin' Frog.
It's pretty low. But we got some of their higher stuff too.
We do. But that's why when I get like one that's only 13, I'm like, the fuck Hoppin' Frog.
It smells
Delicious.
barrel and chocolatey and caramely.
All the good things.
Oh,
And it tastes barrely and chocolatey and caramely.
Yep. Good cocoa
God, it-
flavor.
As we're enjoying this delicious beer, are we going to talk about the fact that John hid from us for 20 years that he has an autograph of Peter Jackson?
I think it's an authorized copy, but
I mean,
No, it's
it
real.
says that it's
It's close
Oh,
to
not
what I got.
certified on the corner.
it's certified, yeah.
So
Don't know how it's
Listen,
never come up.
I was that kid, like, in middle school who would, check out The Hobbit and the other Lord of the Rings books. And then when I turned it in, and this was the library where you had to actually put your name in the card.
Oh, yeah.
It was me and one other kid.
So that was
For
me
3 years straight, at least.
with the animated Hobbit and the animated Lord of the Rings from like the 70s or whatever. Our library had them, and I checked them out so many times, and I would just take them back and renew them every single week instead of returning them. And then finally the librarian was like, "Hey Kelly, could you maybe let any other kid watch these movies for like
No.
1 week?"
It's amazing. Well, and what I love, we had it was my little local school library. I had 70 people in my graduating class, but we had this library book, and it had the folding out maps in the back.
Like of Middle Earth?
What?
Of Middle Earth?
Yes. Yeah, like the older copies of The Hobbit, buy them, because they got fold out maps all in this.
I want that.
And they were amazing. Yeah, they're expensive now. I've looked. But they're amazing.
Money is no object when it comes to Lord of the Rings.
I'm kind of with you, yes.
As a side note, that was like the most serious look I think I've ever seen on Kelly's face. Like she's like, "Wait, there's a map?"
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was, you
Back,
could study it.
back,
Okay,
back.
there's the Misty Mountains. And
We got, I made a bunch of my coworkers look at it today on Zoom show and tell. I was like, let me hijack this important actual meeting about getting things done and show you my new map. But
that is
when we
amazing.
were at Hobbiton, I got like a map of New Zealand, but a Middle Earth New Zealand. So it's like New Zealand geographically, but then all of the filming locations from all the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies
Oh, that's cool.
laid out like
Yeah, it is
in New
amazing.
Zealand. And it's gorgeous. And I can't wait to put it on my Lord of the Rings wall.
Yeah.
Can you do that again for me?
It's also the biggest wall in the house. She always mentioned.
It's my back office wall, so it's kind of my Zoom background if I ever unblur my background. But I got my sword, and I have Legolas's bow, and then I have Andoril, and then I have an axe, and then I've got all my Lord of the Rings Funko Pops, and then I have my books, and
Why do you blur that background?
because it makes my hair look less frizzy. That's the very honest answer.
Oh, good lord.
So, real quick then, we're geeking out. We're taking over the beer show.
No shit.
This is at
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
one bearded guy and a Lord of the Rings fan. Welcome.
So I know you've given serious thought to this. If you were in Middle Earth, like what country, what nation would you be from?
Rohan.
For her? For you?
He wasn't asking you.
I was still answering.
I would like to think I'm a hobbit, but I know I'm not. Like, in theory, I want to be from the Shire because it seems like such a laid-back, peaceful existence, but I don't think anybody's ever used Kelly and laid back in the same sentence. So...
She's kind of elf-like.
Oh my god, you are.
I'm
But not
elf-like?
like woodland elves, not Legolas, the assholes. More the like Rivendell.
Yeah.
In what way?
Uptight as fuck sometimes.
Well, I like rules, but...
Yeah.
So
thanks
far,
for
I'm
building
still
our case.
accurate. Look at her. She's like, and when his camera's off, I'm punching Tyler.
Or
It's
maybe,
fine.
or maybe Gondor. I always felt like Gondor would be an area I would.
Gondor I could see as well. Not as uptight wouldn't be right. It'd be more just rule followers.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's right. Uptight's more elf, so I'd say she's more Gondor then.
Now I am very obviously a dwarf, but
In so many ways.
Yeah.
Very obviously.
Yeah.
but I was connected with the people of Gondor.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Now I have to
Honor,
do this a lot
duty,
more.
sacrificing yourself for no good reason.
See, I feel like because I'm a Gryffindor, I should be Gondor, but now that you guys said the elf thing, I kind of can't move past it.
But yeah, like Rivendell.
I was kidding about the
Like,
uptight
I'm
part.
not uptight as long as everybody's doing what they are supposed to do. And following rules. As long as there's structure and I know what to expect, I'm like really chill.
I love
She
you.
hated working for us.
She never worked for me. I worked for her.
And you hated it. No, I tell people all the time about how I made you guys all take the Enneagram and you hated it. And
Oh
so
my
I would be
God.
like, Tyler, that's so two of you.
And that was before I worked for her. She's just like, I'm sitting there. She's like, you're taking this. And I'm like, no. She's like, you're taking this. I'm like, no. Next thing I know, I'm taking this damn thing. And then I get done with it. And all of a sudden she's like, oh, I got one more for you. And she has me do the love language one too. And I'm like, motherfuckers, just give me my beer.
No, there's a cost. And it's not $3.25. It's your time.
But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
so got some comments over here from Rob. He said that water chestnuts make green bean casserole something worth eating. Dude, you don't fuck with GBC. It's just good on its own.
Cheese topped or crispy onions topped?
Crispy onions.
Crispy onions.
No!
Who the
You guys are
fuck?
so wrong about
Who the
all of
fuck
this.
puts cheese on their green bean casserole?
Anyone who knows what they're doing.
I mean, but now
I
I'm
doubt
like,
it, because John and I don't.
Kind of really good at this stuff.
All right, well,
I'd be willing to try both, though. I'd be like, all right, let's get the
In all fairness,
onions and the cheese on top.
Cheese is rarely a bad
Why
idea.
can't
Yeah.
cheese?
American singles.
I mean, it is green bean casserole.
Velveeta.
It has to be some classless cheese.
I feel like
like a medium cheddar. And
It's
like
gotta be a white
the
cheese.
really crispy.
it's gonna be a white cheese.
No.
Yeah.
You
All
need
right.
to have a green bean casserole throwdown. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
down. Oh yeah.
All right, so this beer, this Taurus here, nice, rich, chocolatey, good cocoa, kind of like backbone, that little bit of dark chocolate bitter. That is a fantastic beer. The barrel, I almost wouldn't mind a little more barrel, but still very good.
It's a little not off balance, but the barrel is there, and then you got the toastiness of the cocoa. It's not quite matching up for me. It's fucking delicious though. That is being super nitpicky.
Kelly, you're first.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say 4.5.
Damn!
I love Hoppin' Frog. I love a dark barrel aged beer. It's super smooth. I like the kind of chocolatey vanilla on the back end because it's Christmas and it feels very like this time of year festive.
Whenever we go to Hoppin' Frog, you're going to have to go join us.
I will gladly.
You said a what, 4.5? Mm-hmm. Really, really liked it. I hate to do it, but I agree with her.
I'm right there. I'm 4.5.
Wow.
Which is
Across
literally
the board.
exactly what we scored it last time.
Perfect.
That is funny
That's
as hell.
hilarious.
Matt, what would you give it if you counted?
Really enjoyed. I'm not going to go quite a 4.5. I'm going to go 4.25 though.
But don't worry, you still
Give your
matter.
balls a tug.
All right, Shorzy.
We just have so many good beers. I'm like, the 4.5's kind of like, pretty high-end stuff now. I'm like, this is real close, just not quite there for me. Gibbons says, also, crispy onions and fresh shaved parm on GBC.
Okay.
I could go with that.
I could see Parm.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
Jim,
disagree still, but
just got Jim Monroe says, I just put Hop and Frog in my TW cart. You can't hardly go wrong with Hop and Frog.
Yeah.
I dare say.
although most of the Total Wine Hop and Frogs is their lower stuff, I think, typically.
Probably.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but
Yeah, if you get the
I haven't been to Total Wine.
you never been to Total Wine?
No.
It's an adult candy store, but for booze.
Yeah, I've heard it's like pretty huge and cool, and there's lots of stuff to choose from.
And they do samples a lot of times.
And expect to spend at least $250.
No.
We just have so much stuff in our fridge that needs drank.
From
We
when
need
you
to
bought,
stop,
like,
though.
a mortgage company's worth of...
We need to stop because the last time we told her about a beer app.
That's fair.
That was unfortunate.
Which is
was
why
our
her
bad.
fridge is
Yeah.
still full of shit.
Yeah, that
It
was our bad.
is definitely still some of that.
Which she
but-
did a mortgage company in beer.
Kelly asked.
Mortgage payment
It's
in
not like
beer.
Amazon where you can add to the cart and then decide later.
Oh my god,
I
that
learned.
text we got from her was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We also just like don't drink very much. We really only have drinks at all if people are over. And
Which makes sense.
So, yeah, we just have so much stuff in our fridge. You guys just need to come over and take our stuff.
I knew we put cheese on our green bean casserole.
You do?
Monterey Jack.
Ooh,
It's
I
fucking
think
delicious.
No.
Monterey Jack would work.
It's
That'd
really
be
good.
that'd be a good one.
Okay, listen, we're having a party
Creamy, melty.
in the new year. It's a bring your own green bean casserole party.
I could think of so many
And you've
more
got the-
ideas.
And
That sounds amazing.
I'm
sounds
gonna
like a
make
great
an
idea.
invite. I'm gonna mail an invite. That's how formal this is.
Well, you can also make it a murder mystery party.
We could
and
do
you've
a
got the
beta
beer.
testing.
Murder
Bam.
mystery dinner party,
Green
but it's
bean
only
casserole.
green bean casserole. That's it.
I mean, it's got basically all your. Yeah,
It's 11
That's all you
varieties of green bean casserole.
Oh my god.
man.
I've never been so excited for
See,
a party.
we're good at ideas. They're not all good ideas.
That would be so damn
That
funny.
might be the best idea I've ever had.
I'm down. But
Yeah.
we're doing it at her house.
Yes.
Alright. We gotta drink out that beer in the fridge, evidently.
Yeah.
Jim says he got Boris, which Boris is
Oh,
like
shit.
that was
Alright.
their main first big stout. That one's
Boris is
always
solid.
solid, and there's also many variants of that too.
Boris is solid.
Gibbons throwing his hat in the ring for the GBC party.
See, it's a fantastic
We'll
idea.
send the invite. See, we could do like a whole story pop story around it though. It could be like the green bean casserole massacre. I don't know. There's some wordplay to
The
be
green
had
bean
there.
casserole was the murder weapon.
Yeah. You have to figure out which of the 11 green bean casseroles is poisoned.
Yeah, but we can go really old school. That like the green bean casserole is made of people.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Soylent Green.
Whoa.
Nobody.
Whoa, that got...
Come on, it's from
dark.
the 70s, but I mean, John, I forget you don't watch
The
movies. Shit.
70s.
Yeah, it's like
Were you
Charlton
alive
Heston.
in the 70s?
No, but I have a respect for cinema. It's not a great movie though.
And yet you won't watch Duel.
You know, I have respect for cinema is a sentence I would expect from someone in a taxi cab.
I'm gonna choose to ignore that and read Rob's comment. The one with the mushrooms is the one that killed people. I think that sounds right.
Well, we have cream of mushroom in ours.
Yeah, there's always cream of mushroom and green bean casserole.
Creamy casserole.
Yeah, but, could be like extra, like actual mushrooms.
Kelly's over here
Gross.
going, yeah, I don't use cream of mushroom.
Cream of mushroom is okay, but like if you like go out of your way to put more mushrooms in it, that's when.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I feel like it could still be good.
Yeah. Especially saute it up with some onions, maybe some bacon.
Ooh, now you're getting somewhere. Hey, All-Star.
Hi.
I heard you kick some butt today.
Yep.
Great job. Was it 4 fouls?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't foul out. It's the
Yeah.
important part.
Yeah.
How do you feel okay with the way you played?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. It was great.
Yeah. The girl kept going like that, and like it was really high, and then like coach just went, "Take it."
Please
Yeah.
tell me she
It was
dribbled like that.
it was there for the taking.
And like it was like all the way up here.
So it's
and
as
I was
tall
like-
as you are.
Yeah. All the way up there. But this
That girl was shorter than Kai too.
Yeah.
How'd you get
Oh,
4
good.
fouls if she was dribbling that high?
Well, because I tried grabbing the ball. Yeah. And then there was this girl, number 2. She was like to her hips. like
She
everybody.
was, yeah, she was.
And she
short.
was guarding our tallest player.
Well,
Oh.
you guard the tallest player all
I
the
know,
time.
but that's not. That's even worse. I was like, holy cow. this
Kylie's
is
like, if you're
crazy.
shorter than me, you don't guard the tallest person.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Ugh.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed watching.
But she is strong because the one time I couldn't get around for this.
He was bragging about you earlier.
Your free throws look good, even though you missed them. They look
Yeah.
good.
They like to bounce off.
Yeah, you hit the rim, which is more than several of those girls did.
Yeah. And then my favorite part was when I took the ball and went in and went.
Oh yeah,
the layup
you stole
and
that
I made
ball.
it.
And
And at the free throw, I was like, I swear to God, if I do not
Hmm?
make this, I'm gonna be so mad. I made it.
she has the longest free throw routine.
Is it effective?
Well,
No.
she hit the rim twice.
That's
Oh
better
my
than.
gosh.
All right, love you.
I'm just trying to focus. All right?
You're doing great.
Love you, Sweet Pea.
Bye.
Congrats. Good job.
Good job.
Thanks.
Get another game tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So our next beer is from Three Floyds. It's not normal. Crush. I can't fucking read that.
The labels are fun. but
Crushing Mass. All right. Barrel aged coffee stout. 15.1%. Jesus.
Yeah. That's more. That's actually that is about the same as Dark Lord, allegedly.
That is very coffee.
Let's find out if it's infected like most are. I mean,
There's just that one.
I just don't like Dark Lord.
This is.
That is bitter coffee. Kind of like
But
it.
I kind of like it though.
Well, I like bitter coffee, so.
I think it's better than Dark Lord.
Well, it doesn't take much.
Such a hipster.
What?
You are?
No, I just feel
Because I don't like Dark
like
Lord?
the beer that's like super sought after.
Cool. I also didn't like 450 North fruited sours. Does that make me a hipster?
Yes.
You know what? They call me a hipster because I'm
No.
okay with that.
He hated it first.
Why did the hipster burn their tongue?
They didn't wait till their food was cool.
They drank their latte before it was cool.
So he was pretty close.
Yeah, that's a good
Did
guess.
that annoy you that he was
Good
that
answer.
close?
Some would say I was right also. It just
that
wasn't her
annoy you?
punchline.
That it was that close?
Just in general, it annoys me. No, I'm just kidding.
It, not he. It annoys me.
Matt, I love
I-
you so much.
I can get in the other room and get one of those Fing Longers, those big pointer sticks, and
You're
see if I
making,
can click
you're
buttons.
making my day. I've missed you so much.
I thought I did. No.
I just, I mean the whole time, and then later I'm like, why doesn't Matt want to go to brunch with us? Like, Matt, do you want to get waffles? Nothing.
What board game did we play last
Because
time?
the last time we tried to get waffles, we couldn't get any.
Oh.
That's true.
We went to like 4
Did you
places.
try to order a Bloody Mary?
We didn't get to sit down anywhere. It was great thoughts, and just all the places were just so like banging crazy busy.
So, when I went over and hung out with Kelly and Matt not that long ago, not this Matt, the
Different
fun
Matt.
Matt.
Ouch!
It looked fun. She's been making fun of me the whole time. I had
Do you do that normally too?
we played
This isn't
Catan.
new for you.
And that's not a game I'm that great at because I just don't play it. It's never been one of my favorite games. But there was one thing I remember how much I love playing games with Matt and
The
Kelly.
longest road.
Well, I do go for that most of the time. But Matt and Kelly both kept cutting me off. It was bullshit. But it was more, I love straight ganging up on Kelly in board games. So Matt and I, especially the second time we played, Matt and I were just like, yeah, this isn't happening. Like, she'd go to do something. Can I trade? No. Matt, hey, you want to trade, Tyler? Sure! It's fine. I lost both times. It's fine.
I remember everything.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a good time.
Like an elephant, she doesn't forget,
Do you just
and
call
she
me
doesn't
elephant?
forgive.
Or an elf.
I just like.
She ignores the elf comment. Moves on.
Wait a minute. We talked about the movie Elf, but then also the kingdoms, and in my head I thought you were calling me like a jolly Christmas
No.
elf that
Oh,
brings
no.
joy to all of the
No.
world.
No.
And then
No,
I realized
no, the
you were
other
calling
one.
me
No.
a rigid.
No, the uptight, rigid. Yeah. Never forgets anything.
It's good.
You get a cool afterlife, though.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
You get to go on a boat.
I'm just better than everyone.
Well, there it is.
And she wonders why we said elf.
I'm just kidding. I don't even like me.
Dang.
Oh, shit. Whew. All right, so Story Pop, I do have another question for you. When did they start development? Because I know we're in beta right now. When did they start development? Roughly. Doesn't have to be.
I couldn't tell you like an actual date, but I know that I got to play it for the first time in March of this past year.
So that kind of started the beta testing.
That was like
March.
the first game ever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we played for our friend's birthday, and we did the Pirates story, and it was so fun.
How would someone, besides, like John kind of mentioned like that, but how would somebody, do they just download the app to try to become a beta tester if they're interested?
Yeah, so if you're interested in trying out any of the stories, we're still in beta, like I mentioned, so no cost. They just need people that are going to play through and give honest feedback about what you like, what you don't like. Any of those 3 stories that I mentioned, you can go to storypop.games, and then there's a form you can fill out to request becoming a beta tester, or you can download the Story Pop app in the App Store for iOS or Android, and then there's a form there in the game.
Click on My Library, you click the button, and it takes you to that website.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure. I know they're still looking for a few more beta testers, so I want to get anybody who's interested into that, mostly so the whole thing fully launches and I can take full advantage of all that Story Pop's going to have to offer, both the little mini games and the big stuff.
Yes. I also will add, I love it, I love games, I love costumes, I love parties, I like hanging out with friends, but the real goal of Story Pop and the reason that they had the idea to start this app in the first place is because I feel like a lot of us have had trouble reconnecting post-pandemic, maybe not you guys, but I don't know, maybe it's just me that's socially awkward and can't remember how to people, but it's a way to bring all your friends together and just have an easy way to get people out of their shells, out of their comfort zones, connect with people, if you're combining different friend groups, or you're inviting people that don't know each other beforehand. What is this because I said our socially awkward?
Are you saying that you've been hiding in a hidden veil for
It reminded me
4 years
of in the newest on the Amazon show, Elrond trying to talk to his dwarf buddy when the dwarf's like, "You've missed all this stuff," and Elrond's like, "Oh, it's just different
I live
for
forever,
me.
yeah.
I didn't even think about it."
All right, well, I guess I need Story Pop as a socially awkward elf,
But the cool Lord of the Rings kind.
Yeah.
But in
Not
general,
a jolly elf.
it's
Yeah, because that wouldn't be fun.
it's just super
Not for us.
accessible, and it's fun for people of all different ages. We've played it with people from 13 years old to 65 years old, and everybody has had a blast, and it's just a really good way to connect with people and hang out with friends and be social and get off your phones and off of screens, and the app guides it, but it's all talking. It tells you kind of, hey,
You just hook it up to your speaker. You connect to your speakers, however you do.
yeah,
play.
put it on your smart TV. It gives you the little timer. You look at your phone for here's your goals for this round, and then you just talk to people for 20 minutes. You ask them questions. You try to figure out it sounds, but it's not.
I mean, that sounds
so
right up
fun.
my
Yeah,
alley.
she's doing it.
I never shut up, so. I think
That's
this
true.
This is the longest I've been quiet in a while. Was just
Yeah,
while she
he'd be
talked,
like, "Can I get 40 more minutes? I only talked to 2 people."
Yep.
Oh my god, that would be me. I didn't get to everybody yet. We started talking about their kids. I got confused.
Tyler's like, we've got plans for 3 Thanksgivings from now, but I don't
She's
remember
a-
who's the murderer.
Listen, she's a single mom. She's got 3 kids, 85 pounds. I got invested.
I want to watch people they're staying in character, and they're going to meet up on the island of Waikiki in 2 weeks if they're on
Why you
the
gotta
pirate
call me
one.
out like that, John? Why you gotta call me out like that, John? Not wrong, but why you gotta call me out like that, John?
Listen, would you just giving Kelly a break?
Thank you.
Gibbons asked, know what 13-year-olds and 65-year-olds have in common?
Oh god.
They don't drink beer recreationally.
Oh, thank god.
I did not know where that was going.
I know the guy saying it. I definitely didn't know where that was going.
That was a pretty innocent Gibbons joke, yeah.
I got a little worried. I thought we were cutting
Yeah.
it right there.
Yeah.
Show's over!
No.
But I
Alright.
will say a couple beers at the beginning of a Story Pop party definitely helps the just jumping in and talking to people and asking questions go a little smoother.
Or you just invite me over and I promise I'll handle most of that.
Yeah.
Or just whatever character you're leaning into brings a flask. Boom.
The Pirates one is especially convenient for that, you know.
And it's going to walk around with just a bottle the whole time. Just has 3 X's on it.
Rum. Well, I mean,
Well, I was going to let you put whiskey in it because you don't like rum. That's why I just said the X's.
yeah, but no, it'll be easy to know what's going to happen because if I'm at Kelly's party, I'm the first one to die anyway.
I have
so I'll have a lot of
rum,
drinking
so-
time on my hands.
Kelly will hack the app just to make sure Matt's the one that dies.
I will learn how to hack and then hack the app.
So you'll have your husband hack the app.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Just to kill this Matt. With your Matt's luck, he'd accidentally kill himself.
He
He'd be
would.
like- he'd see the name and just be like, oh, there he is. 5 minutes in. Wait, I'm dead. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
So we got Dr. Drew just jumped on. What's up, Mr. Drew?
Drew!
He says, glad to see John's feeling better. So
Yeah.
are we.
I'm like a human again.
Yeah.
I think it was more he just was more excited to see Kelly than you last week, Drew. I'm just saying.
Not it, but yeah, I was faded fast.
Yeah, you even missed, and I haven't brought it up, but you missed our great time at Wooden Bear. Guys, if you live in the Indianapolis, especially towards Greenfield area,
or just the Greenfield area.
you need to go in. I hadn't been since 2019. When I moved out of Greenfield, I was pretty excited to go. We had a blast. They have a great ownership group, great bartenders.
It's a good
Their
staff.
servers are hilarious. They gave us as much shit as we gave each other.
they definitely fit in with our people.
Yeah, it was a great time. The beers, and part of that's they had talked about a little bit of changes here and there, but in 2019 the beer was beer. I thought the beers I had Friday were on most part fantastic. I think the lowest score we gave one, Matt and I, was like a 3.5, 3.25.
Perfect.
We had a couple that were in the 3.75 to 4.25 range. Like, they had a cinnamon, or not cinnamon, it was a cinnamon beer, I think. That was unbelievable. And then the server gave us a combo of the Winter Warmer, which Matt and I were loving the Winter Warmer, and we don't like that style of beer. And she gave us a combo, the Winter Warmer and the cinnamon.
I was
And,
gonna say, you
oh
get a combo
boy.
of that, yeah.
So then I dialed in the combo a little bit. She was doing half and half. We went 2/3 of the cinnamon and then 1/3 of the Winter Warmer, and we dialed that in real.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had plans every night last week and canceled every one.
Yeah. You were dead. It's
Yep.
fine. Great time. I'm working on the write-up for it right now, so it'll be out in the next few days. Very excited to talk about how awesome the place was and how the service was. So, hint, we enjoyed ourselves. But it's definitely one of the better stops we've made in a while. I'm excited to have John maybe go out there one day with us.
Yeah.
Because, frankly, I want to go back again soon. If it wasn't for I live in Muncie and it's a little bit of a haul for me, I would go more often.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's the one good thing though, is most of the places I like are nowhere near me, so I don't spend that much money.
That's one way to look at it.
It's a really good thing, because if I lived closer to some of these cool places, I would support them more, which would cost me more.
Valid train of logic.
That's why I live in the middle of nowhere. It's fine.
Speaking of drinking beers, Drew says, looking forward to seeing you at Studebaker in a few weeks. Yep, we will be back up north.
That is, yeah. God, that's like 4 weeks away.
Yeah, that is getting close. And he says, if you missed Amish Crack Day, you missed out on the first crack variant.
The apple pie variant, Drew talked about that Monday.
Yeah.
I saw that post and
Wanted some, I just couldn't get up there. I
So
had friends
Amish
out of
Crack
town.
is a stout by Hoplore that is using these Amish donuts from
cinnamon
up in that
sugar
area
donuts.
that are...
Rise and roll?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. I never can
Exactly what
remember.
they're from.
But they use 13 dozen Rise and Roll donuts in the beer. And it is the base Amish Crack, just Amish Crack, barrel aged, is just phenomenal. But then they made a variant this time using apple pie.
You had me at Rise and Roll Donuts.
Yeah, so wait, they literally use a baker's dozen of dozen donuts.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It's very meta.
I mean, Stefan had to have done that on purpose.
Oh, you know it.
But yeah, so it's a fantastic beer. And then they did a variant.
I actually thought on Saturday because
I'd
the
planned
rest
on
of the family
going,
was
but-
busy. I actually was like, man, I could go to that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
And Gibbon says, oh, are we doing sake juice boxes again? That's a fair question. I
Oh,
would
Always.
never roll that out.
we got a long weekend that weekend. We'll see what's going on, but there's a good chance.
And we also
have-
got Stephanie Phelan just jumped on. What's up, my friend?
All right, so we
Says-
do need to talk about this beer. Give us what she said, and then
Yeah.
we got to jump into this.
Great story, 'cause she's the last
Oh, yeah,
one.
we drank
Hello
the
to
beer.
my favorite beer drinkers, except for
Hello.
Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah,
said
I
that?
definitely needed to hear that.
Who said that one?
Hello to my Steph.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
She didn't say that. I just added it.
Oh,
in her
wouldn't
defense.
surprise me. For those of you that missed the giveaway announcement, unfortunately, it is over. We did announce our winner. Brett won. Trust me, I was actively rooting against it, but John put too much mojo in there to avoid shipping.
The odds were ever in his favor.
Brett.
But this beer right here, we just had the coffee stout from Three Floyds. 15-point-something%, yada, yada, yada.
A little bit on the bitter side, but not like overly bitter. I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it.
That hurt you to say.
I don't like saying I like Three Floyds beers, except for Zombie Dust. I will drink the shit out of Zombie Dust and Zombie Ice. So the word zombie evidently is something that gets me into Three Floyds.
It's gotta be a can, though.
Well, have you considered playing Survivor's Crucible from Storypop?
Oh, it could be a double zombie. You could be
I'm just
drinking-
gonna drink zombie while like surviving a zombie apocalypse.
That's a good party thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
But what dish would we have? What singular dish would we have
Green bean casserole.
instead of green bean casserole?
All right, we're gonna score this, and then I do have one more story pop question. Honestly, I really liked it. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Nice. I don't know if it's quite search it out, but I was excited. Chris Green brought this over for Thanksgiving. He left another bottle, and I was excited for you guys to try it. I'm gonna go 3.75.
Not everybody's right every time.
Man. Okay, so 4's the threshold where we're saying, like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
seek
you're
this
gonna
out.
find it. Yeah.
I gotta say 3.75. It was good. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna go looking for it. There's other coffee stouts that I have liked better.
Yeah. But they did a great job.
Yeah, it's a really solid beer.
15.1%. Fantastic.
That is a 3.75 average. Matt, what would you give it if you counted?
4.25.
What if you mattered?
He always matters.
It's a different take on a coffee stout. It is well done. Not my favorite execution,
All
but
the
still
matches.
interesting and different and good. So 4.25.
Did a good job with it.
And yeah, the 15% doesn't hurt either. It appeals to my ABV whoreness.
Really? You like high ABV beers? I didn't know.
It's just a shtick. I really don't.
All right. The last story pop
Character.
question I have while I'm opening this is, with not only the game stuff, but in the long run, once beta's over, all the blah, 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 do they plan on having accoutrement to it? So maybe like recipes for different things, for decorations, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I didn't even get into that, but that's a great question. So the app
Sounds like you
takes
did
care...
his research.
It's almost like I paid attention when she told me that day when we were playing Catan.
So the cool thing about it is like it takes care of all of the party planning, so it's kind of like having a little party planner in your pocket. So you just put in the names or emails of the people that you want to invite, and then StoryPop sends the invitations. You can assign them characters in the story, and then it'll send them their character description, and they can read everything beforehand. And then in the app, you can also see like suggestions for how to actually throw your party. So it'll have like suggested food and decor ideas, recipes, costume inspiration for different characters, different ideas for like decorating a house to match the theme. So if you want to go like full costume, full theme party, instead of having to think through or like get on Pinterest and research all this stuff, it's just all kind of like right there for you, so that it makes it really easy for you to throw an elaborate party and have a lot of fun without a lot of effort.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And like
Will the winning green bean casserole recipe be featured?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I will personally guarantee that it's on the front page. I don't know if I have that power, but
You're gonna guarantee it anyway. I
Yeah.
like it.
yeah.
I like it.
It's
Yes.
got the Kelly Kaufman promise right there.
So speaking of dishes, Rob says, "What singular dish at a zombie party? Brains." Or what about like? I
Because
guess,
you read that out, you get less beer.
that's why he typed it.
I feel like it should be like grains or something you can actually make. Right?
You can eat pig brains and other brains.
Ugh,
It's
no.
supposed to taste like scrambled eggs. I've been told.
A 5th grade teacher brought it in.
Ew.
And
Put some mayonnaise on it.
My God, that's the most middle of nowhere Indiana comment I've ever heard.
Yeah, it really was.
My 5th grade teacher brought in pig brains to eat for the class. That
and
is
put mayo on it. That's what makes it the true Midwestern.
Ranch.
that
It
is
wasn't deep
Indiana. That is just Indiana shit. Oh my God, that makes my day.
Guys, I tried kangaroo when I was in Australia.
Good jerky.
Ooh, how was it?
How was
I've had
kangaroo?
kangaroo jerky.
It
but-
was kind of like halfway between steak and venison. I feel like is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
It was
I
good.
really thought you were setting us up for a joke.
Makes sense. They're pretty muscly. Yeah, makes sense.
It was a little hoppy, but
Yeah. I felt a little jumpy
And
afterwards.
I was actually interested until you did that.
no, actually though, it was good.
Is that the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
You don't think that hard? It's no.
While everybody's thinking here, think about that while we're getting ready to taste our beer. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? All of you. This is the pork barrel aged old numbskull. Love the fucking name, by the way.
Yeah.
By AleSmith. This is their vintage 2023. A 13.89% ABV American barley wine ale aged in port wine barrels. I brought this out because I know John had a week this week. And so I was looking for a barley wine.
Nice for me.
Well, it's funny. I was looking for a barley wine, and I had one picked out. And I'm like, this is the one we're drinking. Was not this one. Had one picked out, and I'm like, do. And I see this one, and I saw the port barrel, and I went, fuck. All right, we're drinking that one for John. It says port barrel. He'll drink it every goddamn time.
Like, that was my whole logic in buying it, because this is my last Tavor box. It's like, port wine barrel, gotta get it. Oh, it's a barley wine. Tyler's gonna love that, too. So they're both gonna be over the moon with this.
Ding and ding.
American barley wine, so we'll see. But
And it's named after Matt. It's great.
old numbskull, I'm so happy right now. Thank you.
I'm so sorry, Matt.
Look at these comments. So Drew says that they will have more crack at Hop Station this Friday for their ugly sweater party.
Yeah. Well,
Rob responds, fantastic news, Drew. I'll see you there. And much out of character, Rob says, Matt lives matter. Not sure who took over his computer right there, but thank you for the condolences, Rob.
Matt lives do matter.
You only say that because you're married to
Just
one.
not mine,
I
right?
have to say that. I'm
Yeah,
contractually obligated.
Literally contractually obligated.
We were at said wedding, we know.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was a good time.
We had a good time.
Somebody thought they were very good at Jenga.
Somebody was very good at Jenga.
It was a long ass game.
That was
Yeah.
a long ass game.
And then I think
Big ass
maybe,
crowd watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kelly was like, "What is everybody doing?"
Nobody's dancing!
At one point, I turned around at our wedding. The entire dance floor is empty. This is how you know all of your friends are nerds. Like, all of them. I mean, like, there's like 8 people on the dance floor at our 200 and some person wedding. And I'm like, where is everyone? I walked into this side room where we had a couple of games set up to, like, pass time. And everyone, like 100+ people are gathered around a game of Jenga.
Giant
cheering.
Jenga.
2-on-2 giant Jenga.
Cheering enthusiastically.
Yeah, we were.
It was Reem and me against Shay and Amy. It was a vicious game.
It was riveting.
And then at some point,
She was so pissed while also going. Because she was so excited for the dancing and the music and the DJ. So she like, what? And then you could tell because all of a sudden her and Matt started doing the like they're now watching and starting to get invested.
I was not mad at all. I just, for a split second, I was like, I should have expected this.
You should have.
And then I told
That's on
everybody
you.
to go dance.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
did you pull the dad card? I wasn't mad. I was just let
We
down.
did the game actually finish? I can't remember.
No, well,
It did.
Okay.
You guys, they finished it, but they sped up a little bit.
Somebody cheated to finish?
I feel like Shamey won.
I don't remember the exact outcome, but I know we started caring a lot less after the bride came in and was like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We need to end this."
No, she was not a
like
bridezilla. That's made her sound
She was
like
not.
that.
No. But
But
the aforementioned, like the entire place was watching this. I was in the zone, so I didn't see there was 100 people behind me
oh my
watching.
god, it was a full circle around this giant Jenga game.
It was half the wedding was just watching Jenga.
Well, in all fairness, you gave us high ABV craft beer,
I did.
and then you put a bunch of nerds with some games.
I did. And it would have been totally fine, except for our DJ. Oh no, this is gonna really reinforce the elf thing. I like music a lot. I am very passionate about music. Big part of who I am as a person. And I like certain kinds of
She has
music.
all the playlists.
And I made our wedding playlist, and when we hired our wedding DJ, I was like, hey, so here's the Spotify playlist down to the minute, and I need you to just hit play on it in
What?
this order and do not stray from it for
Why
a
would you
single
hire a
second.
Yeah, there's
DJ
no need for a
to do
DJ
that?
then.
Well, really, I needed like an MC to like just coordinate like the dinner and the toasts and stuff, but like to play the playlist. And
He's going, "This is bullshit."
Here's what your profession is,
Listen.
and you don't get to do it.
I was a little worried worried that they were going to hate me because I was like, I know that this is probably not what they really want to do. But then the guy calls me and he's like, oh my God, you have the best taste in music. And then we had a 3-hour phone conversation about music. And in our conversation, I find out that he's like, well, I really just kind of wedding DJ like to make ends meet, but like I prefer to like, I'm more of like a DJ, like a club DJ or like a house music DJ. And I was like, okay, based on everything we've talked about up to this point, I feel like I actually trust your taste in music. So I was like, I'm going to carve out a 30-minute slot at the end of the night where you can actually DJ. Like, don't just play songs, but do like what you would do if I were like, here's a stage. And so he was getting ready to do that, and I had promised him this time, and I wanted to make sure everyone was there to cheer him on and psych him up, because I didn't want him to feel like he wasn't appreciated.
He wasn't. Jenga was.
Jenga was appreciated. You did a great job choosing the games at this party, and we just needed you to know that was a fantastic planning.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But so he was getting ready to go into his set, so I went in and told everybody they had to go to the dance floor and have fun, so that he knew that I was thankful for him.
You must stop having fun and go have fun over there.
You're having fun in the wrong place.
You know what we should have done? Picked up the giant Jenga and put it in the middle of the dance floor.
Kind of surprised we didn't.
That thing was pretty fucking tall, though. That'd
Oh
have
my
been
God,
a
that
feat.
would have been amazing.
I'm from Rivendell.
She now realizes.
Yeah.
John, we have brought something to Kelly's attention tonight, evidently.
Yeah.
It's picking your house like picking your family. It picks you. You can't pick them.
Yeah,
So,
can't avoid it.
love the port barrel on this.
Yeah.
And you can really get that wine, kind of that port flavor. My biggest issue with it is American barley wines don't have the complexity of English barley wines. An English barley wine with the port would blend very, very well. The basicness of the American with the port barrel, it's just two flavors.
It's clashing.
Yeah, it's just two flavors. They're there, but just two flavors.
There's a little less layers to this one, but at the same point, like I'm still getting like that more traditional, like datey kind of plumish flavor out of this.
I want my barley
And I
wine to be
think
like an
that's
ogre.
enhancing-
All the layers.
That's a nice. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Don't fuck with me. I know my Shrek.
They smell.
That's the first thing I thought of is, man, these flavors are
I really
clashing.
expected
They're
Kelly
not
to enjoy
complimenting.
that.
Oh, I did. I was laughing silently.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's good. They're good flavors on each side. It's just, they're not holding hands.
They're just not.
Yeah.
I want those fingers to interlock. You know, not just the cup. I want it to be one.
Yeah.
What if they're different heights? I'm just saying, it's hard to hold hands with somebody if you're different heights.
On the camera, you just see Kelly just dissecting what you were saying with your hand pantomime as it was
She
happening. That was
managed to marry
wonderful.
someone who's significantly taller than even her. It's impressive, by the way.
I was pretty happy with that. I did not think that was going to pan out. I was like, I'm never going to be able to wear heels for the rest of my life.
It's a good beer. Like, don't get us wrong. It's a good beer.
Yeah.
It's just there could be so much more to it.
Yep.
All right, it's time to speed this fucker
What
up.
if it's trying its best?
I'm off can, so if you want to pull that off.
I just want to see how fast this fucker's...
So the internet can see your beautiful face.
I know that. Is it this button?
Rob
There
says
it
you
is.
invited these three. Don't you know actual people?
I love these three very much.
She tolerates us.
She invited John for his wife, Matt
Yeah.
for Reem, and I don't know how I got invited.
Accident?
Guilt.
I don't know.
I invited
Everybody else he knows.
literally everybody else.
Everybody else.
Obligation?
He's gonna find out he was the only one not invited.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Our wedding was fun.
That might have been the last wedding
It was a good one.
I've been to.
I wish I
I
could
don't
say
go
the
to
same.
weddings. You should be honored.
Thank you for going.
Yeah.
I go to so many.
Yeah. That guy, that's his
I'm
weddings every
in
other
so
weekend.
many.
My
Just have less friends.
part of my favorite thing about that wedding though was Brian's attire when we got there. He had the
Yeah, he asked for permission, right?
Yeah.
he had the orange
Right?
tuxedo T-shirt.
And what's funny, that's what he's going to wear at his own wedding. So,
Is he
Is
seriously?
he engaged?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah.
So back to this beer, and then we'll hop into that.
Sorry, that was very high pitched.
That's why I said that. It's good. It's not great. John, this is the 7th. So John, your first score.
Like I said, flavor A, really solid flavor. Flavor B, really solid flavor. They're just not meshing well. I'm gonna go 3 1/4.
I got a recommendation for the zombie meal, by the way. A zombie brains cheese ball. Looks like zombie brains.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I was thinking like cannibal sliders, like if you're like the raw pate meat somehow. Like I don't know if it's like
What did you
S&P
say
on
the
that.
score was, by the way?
I went 3 1/4.
All right. Kelly?
I'm gonna go 3. I'm just not super impressed by it. It's not bad.
So much more potential.
I think it's
Right.
extremely average for the style it is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to agree with Kelly and give it a 3. And that's like the 3rd time I've had to agree with Kelly tonight, and that hurts a lot. It's just there's so many more things this thing could have done to be better, and it just didn't.
I appreciate the effort.
I tried, bud. I saw port barrel. And then what sucks is the one I almost brought out probably would have been better. But
I mean,
that's
there's
fine.
still time.
We'll sample some Bardstown.
I mean, I'm down. Anyway, Matt, if you counted, what would you have given it? Kelly's over here going, there's still time. You can grab another beer.
Like I don't know. I respect you guys' criticisms on it, but just as a drinking like enjoyable thing, I don't find the competition flavor so bad. I think it works okay for me. Is it true enough to the style? Maybe not, but I think just sometimes we'll say maybe the flavor's good enough that I like it. I'm going to give it more of a score than it deserves. I'm probably in that category. Tried not to get it too far away, but I'll give it a 3.5. Like I think it's an enjoyable, drinkable thing, and ABV is pretty decent. And
So those of you that have watched this show quite a bit and understand that Matt still tries to say he doesn't like IPAs, he ordered back-to-back double IPAs. He liked it so much at Wooden Bear this weekend. He also scored that said beer pretty high.
Nice.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, he also told me, he goes, try the Pilsner, you'll like it. Doesn't like Pilsners.
was it German Pils in my defense?
All I'm hearing is Matt's flavor profile has finally become an adult,
Yes.
and he's liking real beers.
Whoa.
Growing up.
Whoa. Hey.
Oh, I had to get a jab in at you while I was at it. We didn't have any IPAs today because Kelly doesn't actually, because we're out. I'd love to just blame Kelly, but...
Are we out? Damn.
Oh, we're out. Just out. We're out.
All right, we'll have to go buy more.
Well, he has a whole bunch in a crate as soon as it ships.
I don't
And
know
it
if
should be here by the time the next show happens.
I don't know if we got that many IPAs.
Well, then
but,
you should buy a
alright,
couple
just
more while you're at it.
We do have an IPA in our fridge that I like, I will say.
What is it?
It is, so my favorite band of all time that has been disbanded for quite a while got back together this year and toured a little bit, and it's Haste the Day. They're an indie metalcore band. I don't know what their actual classification is. I don't know, hardcore, whatever. But they did a collaboration with Upland called Haze the Day, and it is a hazy IPA.
Oh, I've had that one.
And I actually really enjoyed it. Didn't just tolerate it because it had my favorite band's name on it. I was
Actually
like,
enjoyed?
this is like, I like this beer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense, because I thought it was wildly mediocre.
Well, sir.
I didn't know where you were going with that until you said Haze the Day, and I'm like, oh, shit, I've had that beer.
Well, it's fine.
They make a much better beer. Dragonfly.
I hate Dragonfly. Get out of here.
Well, it's a good West Coast style IPA, so that makes sense. You wouldn't like it. Seriously though, if Story Pop sounds like a lot of fun, reach out to them, do the app thing, whatever, all the stuff she said to try to be a beta tester. It'll be a lot of fun. We're excited if we find a weekend soon that we can do one.
Yeah.
John and I have been talking about it for a while. Unfortunately,
I've never done any murder mystery or anything like that, so.
my big thing is I love that style of party. Love that style of party. I never wanted to host one because
Fair
it's a
pain in the
lot of
ass.
fucking work. And if you're the host, you don't really get to participate because you know everything. But with Story Pop, you don't have to know everything. You just get to play.
That's fine.
That is
And
the goal.
if you're not that creative but want to do a creative party, they're like, hey, by the way, here's some like food things you can do.
Yeah.
Here's some decorations you can do for you idiots like Tyler that need all the help.
Can that be the Tyler add-on?
Yeah, it's actually just called Party Planning for Dummies.
Yes.
And
The Tyler add-on.
Jim Monroe would like to say, extremely average is never a good recommendation. Sounds like Mindy's, his wife's, definitely okay. Or wildly mediocre.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty familiar with that one.
That makes my day. So, Matt, you had something over there?
Yeah, just a couple of quick comments. Gibbons said, speaking of like Tyler accidentally getting invited to the wedding, he said an accident is usually the cause of a wedding down in the holler.
Better known as most of my family.
And he says, if I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. If you go and do a brew for the first time or the Pilsner, can't hide behind adjuncts and a Pils.
He's seen that on our show, now he tries to claim it. You catch that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, which is funny because we were even saying that to the guys when we were at Wooden Bear. That conversation came up. And
Tyler's been saying this for years.
Who
We
was
have
it?
documented evidence.
Well, where did we go that they were worried about that?
Brandon Tarshala.
Yeah. When we
Oh,
went
he
to
did,
Target,
yep.
he was like, I know Tyler's going to order this.
He also fucked it up.
It was so good.
He boiled it over.
I know, and it was fucking
It
amazing.
was good.
But yeah, it cracked me up because Brandon knows this real well, and he's like, I know Tyler lagers and pilsners. You can't hide behind them. Brewery, Tyler will order it. That's how he judges a brewery. We showed up for his grand opening. He had a pilsner on it. He had messed it up.
He was so worried.
But he boiled it over, and he left it in the fermenter an extra 24, 48 hours longer than they planned. So there was a whole lot of there's no way that Tyler's going to like this. He's going to fucking trash it. And I'm just like, I want more in my mouth.
But the way it screwed up made it more hoppy and more bitter.
It was so good.
Oh, so worse.
Non-traditional.
It's
So,
I seen that.
Listen.
You're ready to stab.
The first beer I ever had was a left-hand nitro milk stout.
You
Familiar.
might have some over there still. You want
Ever.
some?
So we're working backwards from that, which I think is why I don't like hoppy.
first beer I ever had was a Coors Light.
No.
Bud Ice.
I'm sorry.
I had the rocky finish on the bottle. I thought it was cool. So when you're not underage drinking and someone asks you what bottle you want, you're like, yeah, I want the Bud Ice.
Underage drinking.
Oh,
Said not
Matt,
underage
weirdest
drinking.
food item you ever had? We asked. You got anything?
Shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like I had something kind of good. Since I spaced that, I know I've had frog legs, which some people think is weird, and I've definitely had some kind of cricket or something, like a chocolate type of cricket, and I've had some kind of bug.
John?
So I did not eat the pig brains, though. I thought I was grossed out by it. So I did not eat pig brains. But
Disappointed in you.
I probably snapping turtle.
I do like turtle.
Yeah.
I've had turtle soup. Is that the same thing? Or is that
Usually the same thing.
We deep fried it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Like chicken. I was going to say gator. I've had gator, too.
Kelly Kangaroo
Oh,
on
yeah,
the top.
gator.
Very similar.
Gator's not that weird. It's just a Florida thing,
I'm gonna
right?
Very
say,
similar.
I don't know if this
You
is
are
actually
Mullins.
weirder, but to me it was weirder. Salmon eggs.
Roast.
So, row.
Bro?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So everyone else is very accustomed to this. That's fine.
It's not good, but it's a thing. I don't like it.
Row's not my favorite. A lot of times it's a little overly salty in flavor, but I don't mind row.
Kylie likes it.
That doesn't surprise me.
It was like boba, but when you eat it, it's fish, and that's terrible.
She's not entirely wrong.
Yeah, man, that makes sense.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I wanted to argue with you, but that was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
For me, the weirdest from a United States U.S. citizen perspective was guinea pig. When I was down in Peru, I would have to say escargot, those type of things are kind of in those weird categories for me. I love both, by the way. Guinea pig, I had both fried and roasted over a spit. Both were awesome.
The thing that I had that has really made me gross out the most was like an octopus.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like the texture of
This is
octopus.
weird,
It's just
yeah.
too rubbery.
See, I
It's
love
really
I love some
bland.
calamari and all that kind of stuff. Escargot.
I know it's common.
Yeah,
so I don't choose it,
escargot,
but-
I think's like a real. Even though it's kind of common, it's definitely common in France and fancier restaurants in the U.S. But just thinking, I grew up in the backyard. I've seen snails.
Yeah.
And the fact that
But not these
people
snails.
think they're delicacies always weirded me out. Tried them, loved them, eat them every time I get a chance now.
Really.
Yeah. So, Matt, you got anything left before we go into beer of the night?
Gibbons said, Bud Ice, were you an Ultra Boy too? And he says rubbery octopus means it's cooked too long.
God,
That's the only way I've had it. Yeah, it's probably the better ones there.
All right, anybody?
He's flooding through.
Matt,
Yeah.
beer of the night.
Oh, I am probably going to have to go with our Hoppin' Frog. They just never really let down.
John.
Was there one more? I know there were two more.
I
There
have
was at least two
Vorsteiner.
more.
And
Oh, Gato.
oh yeah, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Let's go Taurus. Yeah, Taurus, probably my favorite of the night, which I normally don't give the favorite of the night, also beer of the night, but I think Taurus tonight.
Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, it doesn't have to be the highest rated beer. It could be the one that surprises the most. Yada, yada, yada. Kelly?
Pickle beer. No contest.
And you know what's funny? Even though it wasn't my favorite pickle beer, it's mine. Because there's only two other pickle beers I've ever loved. Martin House and Field Brewing. And for two totally different reasons.
Yep.
And
Two totally
so,
different
yeah. This one leans more the Martin House pickle beer side. But even the ones that have tried to be that way have always failed. This is the first one to come close.
Yeah.
And so for me, it shocked me.
It's just like I can find that on like Martin House unless I have Hot Mama pick some up from Texas.
Exactly. So, anything else over there? Perfect.
No.
Great. Grand. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you, Kelly. And thank you for bringing Story Pop to the attention. I'm excited to see where your friends go with that app and how it grows. And we're going to try to do some beta testing for you for them as soon as we can
Set up
Get the green bean casserole ready.
figure out a weekend that's even a thing for us.
Yeah.
A weekend.
Yeah.
That technically doesn't have to be weekend. We do like a Wednesday.
I mean, I guess we could.
It's only a couple hours.
Yeah.
That's not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. But I'm TBG_OpsGuy.
My dog being Q.
Our guest today.
Kelly Kaufman.
And-
Also at Story Pop Games.
Okay.
She added so much the first time, because the first time she only just did Kelly. Then when
Yeah.
she said the full name, I was like, oh, she's done. Then
But
she actually,
not.
she had a few beers. So she was like, oh, yeah, Story Pop.
Dramatic
That's what I'm here to
pause.
talk about today. Besides make fun of Matt, I'm here to rep Story Pop. And speaking of which, that guy behind the camera.
Off screen Matt, and because it's real last minute, Drew Wilkes says happy Hollabeers.
Hey, happy
holidays.
holidays to everyone. It is our last show. Just a reminder, we will be back the second Monday of January.
Yeah.
Later.
Good break.